What's up YouTube, this is Shuttleboy and I'm back with yet another video. Today's video, we got a bit of sneaker news I want to go over with you guys. A lot of really interesting sneakers are coming out, or we're learning more information about some really cool sneakers coming out in the future. I wouldn't necessarily say the near future. Some of these are, but and one in particular I'm really excited for. Seems to be in the distant future, but still really exciting and something we have to talk about. So without further ado, let's just get into this video, guys. So first one we're going to talk about here is the Jordan 35 has been unveiled here. And this is not official posts, but I mean, this is an official leak. Like, this is pretty much confirmed that this is what the Jordan 35 is. And they're starting it with a Fragment collaboration, which is very interesting. If you didn't know already, Fragment design collaborations with Nike and Jordan are pretty sought after for the most part. So this is a pretty big deal. I don't believe them ever doing a Jordan, like the newest mainline Jordan, ever before. I could be wrong about that. Nothing comes to mind off the top of my head. But this is definitely a way to start it off with a bang. Now, I think personally, I think Fragment is a little overhyped. But when they stick to colorways like this, it definitely looks really nice. Once again, though, my thoughts on this colorway, it looks nice, but it's not like the craziest thing in the world. Now, I'm not saying colorways need to be the craziest thing in the world, but I don't see this being something that you need to go like crazy for. If you miss out on it, you missed out on the sneaker of the year kind of thing. I don't see Fragment design collaborations on that level, and I never really have. Especially that Jordan 3 recently, it's like a 6 out of 10, where it's cool, but it's not like, we don't need to go crazy over that. But this is the sneaker, guys. I think the more interesting thing is this is the Jordan 35 out of the two notable information pieces here. But these are the different angles of this sneaker. This is the back. I mean, one of the things that they really have been pushing lately is, ever since the Jordan 31, they've basically been taking it back to square one, where the 31 looked like the Jordan 1, the 32 looked like the Jordan 2, and those were very similar to the Jordan 1 and the Jordan 2. Like, it's without a doubt obvious when you look at them. Then with the 33, they decided to make it so it's not as clear cut. There is still some elements that look like the 3, but it's definitely its own shoe as well. And I really did not like that, because I'm okay with the direction, like the idea of the direction, but I was really hyped on seeing a modernized Jordan 3, and being able to play basketball and that stuff sounded like a dream come true. But of course, for some reason, they had to decide on the 33 to go with that direction. They did the same for the 34. And once again, I would have liked to see a modernized look of a Jordan 4. I do like the touches they did, albeit subtle. But I will say, if we take that whole idea out of the equation, I think the 34 is a really cool shoe on its own. And I would have loved to own a pair, but we'll talk about that later, why I don't. But this is the 35, supposed to look like a 5. And I am very excited to hear the press release, because I want to know what makes this look like a 5. Other than, we can sort of tell with the ankle here, that shape that we're usually used to. It's different though, so it doesn't really look like it exactly. And then we also, I mean, the one thing that's just clear cut is the tongue obviously looks like a 5 tongue, which I love that they kept the 5 tongue. My only main gripe from what I see here is we don't have the like flame thing on the side that's supposed to look like a fighter jet, I believe, like a World War II plane. And that's a huge bummer. I mean, that is the thing for the shoe, the Jordan 5. That mesh side panel and the tongue. I wish, maybe this is supposed to look like the mesh side panel. I don't really feel, like, I think that looks cool, but I don't see a resemblance really. But man, I really wish the flame was somewhere on here. They could have easily added it right here and it not be an issue performance-wise. But nonetheless, I do really like the shoe. Jordan, like the newest Jordan, always really intrigues me, and I always really want to get my hands on a pair. but it always ends up falling by the wayside as far as priorities for me in sneakers. So hopefully I'm able to get a pair and actually own a pair. Not obviously availability, it should be easy to get a colorway, but hopefully this doesn't get thrown by the wayside again, because I actually really liked the 34. I was a huge fan of it, but never got a pair, and now the colorways that are out are just ugly. But moving on, we talked enough about that. Next thing is, we talked about the Puma Mario collab slightly in a video about all this Mario stuff, and I said it wasn't the best to me, and I just wish there was more graphics to it that really stand out and make it a Mario sneaker. And I still stand by that, but I will say I watched the Lakers game that was following the release. It was on release day, I believe, of that sneaker, and we saw Kyle Kuzma and Danny Green wearing the sneaker, and I definitely got more hyped about that sneaker after seeing that. It did look really cool, and I still, once again, stand by that. I think they could have did a little bit more, but this does pad the coolness to that colorway as well, because we have a new leak here on eBay. I found this myself, where somebody's actually selling a Mario collaboration on top of that, and I do not know if this is going to release. I feel like it is. I would feel like this is probably going to happen, but maybe not, because if you did not realize, the past Mario collaboration with Puma it specifically said it was inspired by the N64 game, Mario 64. Well, this one here, you guessed it, is inspired by Galaxy, which you can obviously tell has the Galaxy print. Not too much of a Mario look to it, though, which, I mean, for some people you're going to love that, for others you're going to hate it. But once again, the only real graphic we got is the star back here, which is the more standard star you see in Mario Galaxy, while the other one had the star we all know and love, but that's supposed to represent more of the Mario 64 star. You can also tell on the box here, you can see a Luma from Mario Galaxy in yellow here. So the box is really cool to the 64 one as well, but the box seems to be Galaxy themed as well. And you can also see down below it says RSD Super Mario Galaxy. So hopefully these are on the way and they weren't canned and they just said like, yo, we're just gonna make the 64 one and call it a day. The thing that makes me hyped about these, not so much this pair exactly, but I am really excited to see what a Mario Sunshine colorway looks like, and seeing the shine sprite on the back could be amazing. So that's kind of my hopes with all of this, and I would be really down to get a Mario Sunshine shoe. But next sneaker we're talking about here is the sneaker. It's going to be the sneaker of the year for me. It's almost certain, as long as they do it exactly how they're supposed to. And that is, there is rumors, and it's seemingly confirmed, that the Jordan 5 Raging Bull Red Suede is going to be coming out. Re-releasing for the first time since its original release in 2009. This sneaker has a weird history. It came out in a Raging Bull pack. I think it was a Defining Moments pack. Yes, it does say that. And it came in this really weird hardwood box that looked like a bull just rushed onto the hardwood of a court, which is supposed to reference the intro video that you see when you go to a Bulls game, which, I mean, I've been to a ton, so I really loved that reference. But this collaboration, or not collaboration, but this pack that they released came with a 3M all-over pair as well. And it actually sold really bad back in the day when it first came out. It ended up going on sale. I believe the price was $350, which now that's like a huge steal for any pack of 2 Jordan 5s. But yeah, it actually went on sale, I believe. And yeah, now it's one of the most sought-after sneakers ever, especially this colorway of the 2. And I've always wanted to get this sneaker in my collection. So I am definitely pumped out of my mind for this sneaker. Apparently, they did tell us a release date that they said April 10th. They're very specific on this. April 10th, 2021 for $190. That is super hype. They say that it's just going to be the Raging Bull 5s. I'm a little skeptical because this is too great of information here now. I just have a hard time believing that we are legit going to be getting the Raging Bull 5 in exact colorway. I feel like they're going to change something a little. Obviously, they never make sneakers perfectly exactly the same. I'm okay with that. But I just really hope they didn't do anything dumb with this like they do with, say, like the Oregon. So, yeah, I'm definitely hyped on this. This is going to be sneaker of the year for me in 2021. I really have a hard time believing, unless golf releases something super fire, I have a really hard time believing anything is going to be above the hype for this, because this is the sneaker, man. This is like top 5 favorite Jordans without a doubt, maybe top 3 even for me. So this is awesome. Never thought I would have a chance at this. But yeah, that's pretty much going to conclude the video, guys. Let me know down below what you think of the Jordan 35. Do you think that sneaker looks hype to you? Would you cop it? I know it's not necessarily something people would wear casually as much, but it's definitely something I'd be willing to try, and I really like that. And also let me know what you thought of the Nintendo collaboration, and do you think that's going to be coming out, and do you think a Sunshine is on the way? That would be super cool. And let me know if you care about this Jordan 5 Raging Bull coming back. I mean, if you're a Jordan head, this is some huge hype. I know there's some people out there that are just not feeling old Jordans coming back, ruining the resale, and I think that's dumb as hell, and maybe I have to make a video on that as well. But let me know all that down below. Also, please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, guys, and please subscribe if you haven't already for more golf winning, more sneakers, more clothing, more Shuttleboy. And this is Shuttleboy, guys, and I'm out, guys. Peace.